Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Quick look here at AVAX, seeing what's going on, double checking a couple of key factors. Welcome aboard if you're new to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me here. Hope you can learn something today. We typically like to take a look at the liquidation levels first, just kind of see what's going on, help understand best practice big picture. Congrats to our community members for offsetting a stop loss with Solana with a short from ICP. Kind of washed each other out, but again, that FTM long with about 31% profit is definitely keeping us afloat here. So take a look here. ICP profits there, but there we go, FTM 31%. So again, just throwing it out there, definitely a good thing here for us today. Kind of, again, you got to hedge your longs with some shorts sometimes or vice versa. And with AVAX, the question here is, do we want to short this coin or leave our long position open? We do actually have a long position open with a nice average price here for AVAX that is getting close to break even. So what I want to discuss here is the back end data, kind of see what's up. Let's look here. We got a heavy concentration, about $44 worth of liquidation. Now this is the last 7 days. Price comes back down to that level. That would be a good consideration for an entry. I'm not saying it's guaranteed or exactly going to happen, but there is more liquidation to the downside than the upside. So just be mindful, 44 could be the next target. All right, so now that we understand that 44 could be the next target, we recognize that this is via liquidity sweep here. The price comes down there. Again, a lot of ifs and wins here. Just depends on how Bitcoin behaves. If Bitcoin can, continue to surge, or just recover rather, bouncing back from its decrease in value, I think we'll probably see a similar scenario here for AVAX. But the truth is we're below a descending trend line here. We need to break free from that to be able to have some confidence here. We were breaking free from that previously, but again, unfortunately, a lot of false positives have been occurring in the market right now, just kind of giving us a lot of shakeouts. It's ridiculous. I know a lot of my community members or just traders in general having tough times right now, based on the simple fact that there's a lot of manipulation leading into Bitcoin halving. So try not to get overly concerned with it. I would just say lower leverage, lower position size if you insist on trading, or just in general, maybe just consider waiting a little bit to ensure you don't overtrade. Okay, again, right now, nothing wrong with just being patient and waiting for a good opportunity. Daily time frame, let's see if there is a good one here. Multiple moving averages, we're again seeing this descending trend from the 20-day SMA, but we're now below the 50-day SMA. Okay, so generally not a bearish sign, but not bullish at all. We can see a full amount of liquidity at $43. That's our main support level. We've talked about that previously, $43 being a heavy concentration of volume. If we take a look as well here, we can see that we are still maintaining a low volume. It's actually not terrible. It's kind of plateauing, but it's nothing quite where we need it to be in order for the price action to increase. We need to see more volume for the price to kind of go like this, right? So again, a lot of vaults are just bleeding out, and it makes sense that we're seeing this happen right now. So just again, be careful trading alts at the exact moment here. We take a look at the 4-hour time frame. We're under 50 on the RSI. We're seeing a second stochastic swing to the upside, and money flow index is coming back up, but still kind of low. So this is not a bullish or bearish sign. I mean, generally speaking, below 50 is not great, but it's not terrible either, considering we are starting to see that money flowing back in and stochastic trying to swing back up. MACD is still plateaued here as well, so not really any incentive there, both long or short. Take a look at 4-hour, correction the 1-hour time frame. We can see that we're traveling within the cloud. This is actually good in a lot of ways, because a lot of coins right now are really far away from the cloud. The cloud's like way over here, and the price action is still really low. So the truth here is that you should have closed your short in profit if you have one already, or haven't already. And then if we take a look at the overall sense here, we want to make sure that we are above the cloud before we take a trade. So again, perfect world, price action comes up here to the support range at 48 to 50. We get in there within about 24 hours. Good news is though, with the lag and span intersecting the price action being kind of within the cloud right now, we're in a position right now where it's not a definitive down direction. In fact, AVAX is held very well. If you compare this with other quote unquote stronger coins, we're seeing just a constant bleed out from Solana, whereas AVAX is looking very nice. Okay, again, very nice in a bad kind of way considering the market conditions. But if you do look at everything and kind of compare it, it is actually in a decent shape here. It held this decrease pretty well. It didn't establish lower lows. We're still establishing higher lows. Okay, again, important to note that. So we can go ahead and draw out a trend line here, kind of just quickly understand or pay attention to that guy and kind of see where we land here. But again, a perfect world, this time tomorrow we see $49. That would be a better consideration for a long position. Okay. So just some things to kind of think about. If we take a look at the hourly, we can, again, verify we're below the cloud here on the 1 hour, which is common, okay? It's not abnormal at all. Again, all the more reason to be above this descending trend line, okay? So Absolutely something we want to confirm and double check there. If we look at the moving averages here though, we can see we're creeping up and we're testing the 200-day SMA on the hourly. Generally speaking, getting over that is a very important start to the price action continuing further up. So me personally, while this isn't an exact or perfect situation, AVAX is looking better than the average coin right now, holding this level. So while there could be a liquidity sweep, one last one down to the $44 range to sweep that lower level, there's a solid chance if we continue to establish higher highs and higher lows, we'll see the price break out of this descending trend and likely increase. But what we need to see is increased volume, because without the volume, we really don't have a leg to stand on here. So ultimately, we need to make sure we see quite a few things before taking a position. So while the smaller time frame looks decent, I'm not like super happy or thrilled about it. So I would definitely hold off and not consider taking a position just yet. Wait for some confirming factors. I would say, $48, $49 or higher would be a solid consideration for a long position. We can close in that range. That's generally what we're looking for. I hope that made sense. I described that correctly. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you learned something here today. Comment below, like, subscribe, follow, the whole 9 yards. Deeply appreciate you doing that. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.